Welcome back guys to another video. This video I'm super excited about. A person who is very skeptical about credit cards, points, and miles made a whole Google Doc criticizing every little thing about my video where I showed you guys how my wife and I opened 53 credit cards and earned more than 5 million points. And he says I wasted $218,000 in the process and that I could have been a real estate millionaire if I went his way instead. And then he posted all the details of his breakdown on LinkedIn. Now it's time for me to respond to his claims. This is going to be fun, and I have a surprise for you at the end in light of all of this, so you might actually want to thank this guy later. After you watch the whole video, of course, because of, the YouTube algorithm, and while we're talking about the YouTube algorithm, please give this video a like. It really helps my channel a lot. Before I get into it, if this is your first time here, let me introduce myself. My name is Rami, and my goal for this channel is to help you earn and redeem as many points as possible to upgrade your travels for little to no money. So if you're interested in travel hacking and award travel, please consider subscribing, and you can also download my free 10-step travel hacking guide in the description below. Now hit that like button and let's crack open that credit card points analysis. So the first portion of this Google Doc is listing out all the credit cards I opened since 2015, the sign-up bonus offered by each card, the annual fee of each card, the minimum spend required by each card to earn the welcome bonus, and finally, how many months you have to meet that minimum spend in order to earn the bonus. So far, so good, aside from a couple of errors where he puts down $10,000 needed to meet the minimum spend on the Business CDA Advantage, where in reality, it only needs between $3,000 to $4,000, which is not a big deal. That's a very minor error and doesn't matter in the big picture. So to total things up, I spent about $213,000 since 2015 to meet the minimum spend requirement to earn 2,600,000 points and miles from the welcome bonuses. Also, the annual fees total up to $10,331. So that's great, and to the guy's credit, super accurate. He also says that the 2.5% fee to use plastic, which I did use a lot, I spent $5,075 in fees. Either this guy has access to my plastic account or he's just super analytical and great. So here's what I did. I actually exported out all my payments on plastic, and guess what? Since August 2015 until today, I paid $210,000 and $5,060 in fees. So you're probably thinking, hey, this critical, skeptical guy is onto something. No. Here's where his analysis goes to First thing is the annual fees. The $10,000 number is completely wrong. Many of these cards waive the annual fee for the first year, and I end up canceling many cards before the fee hits the next year. Another way I avoid paying the annual fee is many times when the annual fee posts, I call the credit card company and say I'm thinking of canceling the card and ask if they have a retention offer for me. If you don't know what a retention offer is, it is when a credit card company wants to keep you as a customer, so they offer you a bonus to stop you from canceling their card. That can be in the form of refunding the annual fee, giving you a bunch of bonus points or miles that offset the annual fee in value, and so on. Besides all this, I actually did a video about how much I pay in annual fees right now between my cards and my wife's cards. The total annual fees for our current active cards is $5,333, but when you factor in all the travel credits and statement credits from cards like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, Citi Prestige, Amex Platinum, and Amex Gold, the effective annual fee is $2,633. Plus all the benefits that come with the cards like free global entry and TSA PreCheck, lounge access, free 4th night from the Citi Prestige, free anniversary nights from Hilton, Marriott, Hyatt, and IHG cards. I definitely offset that $2,633 and a lot more. Now to the even more ridiculous part, what he calls the opportunity cost. He says I spent $218,000, averaging $6,000 a month, and he says that's a lot. I mean, a lot. In fact, it is more than the pre-tax median household income in the United States, which is $56,516. And he even gives the source for this number. In fact, it is almost all of a pharmacist's take-home pay if you assume 35% taxes, which comes to about $72,000. The reason he singles out pharmacists is because he is a pharmacist, a co-worker of my friend who is a pharmacist. And when she showed him my video about the 53 credit cards and the 5 million points, he was outraged. Then he says that instead, if I use the $218,000 I spent over the last 3 to 4 years and invested it without adding any money, it would have been $1 million in 20 years. Or I could buy a rental property that will give me a monthly income of $2,000 or more. Or I could have paid all my wife's student loan debt. That's amazing. So this is the part I have an issue with the most. Does he think that the $218,000 I spent over 4 years is just random money that the only purpose it was used for was to meet the minimum spend and earn the bonus, and that's it? Otherwise, I would have had this money just laying in my fat bank account. Of course not. The $218,000 I spent over 4 years was to pay my mortgage, my wife's student loans, sometimes car payments through plastic as well. Airfare, hotels, to buy food at restaurants, shopping, buying medicine, buying diapers, wipes, and formula for the baby, paying for tolls, paying for parking, paying for car insurance, internet and TV bills, phone bills, and everything else. You get the point. So no, I can't take that $218,000 and go invest it and buy a property because I don't have that $218,000. That's money spent monthly on necessities that I would have spent anyway. So if you average out that money over 3.5 years, it comes to just over $5,000 a month. That's less than my mortgage and my wife's student loan payments combined. Is it a lot of money? Yes, it is. Is it normal for a dual income household with a baby to spend more than $5,000 a month on housing, car, groceries, food, and bills? Heck yeah, especially in New York. Hope I got my point across. The biggest mistake this person made is he assumed that the $218,000 just served the purpose of meeting the minimum spend and not actually spent on everyday necessities for a family of 3. So yeah, to break down for you, I spend $5,060 in fees on plastic, and let's assume I spent the full $2,633 in effective annual fees. That comes to a total of $7,693. And what I got in return is almost 6 million points in miles until now. So far, I redeemed only 2.6 million points for travel that would have cost over $160,000. Some of these redemptions are for future trips, which I recommend you stay tuned for, these amazing travel experiences I wouldn't have otherwise been able to afford. Flying in business and first class, staying at some of the most amazing hotels around the world, all thanks to credit cards and points and miles. Now you tell me, is it worth it to pay $7,693 in fees to be able to travel in business and first class pretty much all the time for many, many years? For me, it's totally worth it. Maybe I'm crazy, but I really don't think so. I don't see this as a waste of money at all, especially when I can share these travel experiences with my wife, my son, and our families. And I get it. I get why many people can be skeptical about credit cards. I get why people think credit cards are a scam, but if you do your research, subscribe to my channel, like this video, watch my videos, you'll understand and learn how credit cards can actually provide you with outsized value, and you can easily come out on top. The most important thing is you think of your credit card as if it's your debit card. Never spend money you don't have. Don't overspend just to earn points and miles. If you miss your payments because you can't afford it, you'll mess up your credit score, you'll be charged late fees and get hit with interest charges that are sure to wipe away any sort of benefits you earn from your credit cards. I'm also not saying and never said everyone should go out and open 50 credit cards. I know that's extreme and can be very strange to a lot of people. But if you start slow, open one card, maybe the Chase Sapphire Preferred with the 60,000 bonus points being offered right now, you'll get excited, then open another card, then in a few months open another, and once you have enough points, plan and research a trip you've been wanting to go on and book it with points. If you manage to get it in business or first class, it's even better. Once you book a trip on points and get on the plane and sit in your comfortable seat and the flight attendant offers you champagne for your pre-departure beverage, all while you know in the back of your head you got that seat with points and a few dollars for taxes and fees, it will feel like you're stealing, but it's a great feeling, enjoying some amazing luxuries for pennies on the dollar. Now for the surprise I promised in the beginning of the video. You all probably know by now that I have a free travel hacking guide that you can get from the link in the description. But maybe some of you don't know that I also have a course that includes all the free stuff you get from that guide plus a ton more. I teach you about the best practice strategy for applying for travel rewards credit cards to maximize your points earning. Then I show you how to double or quadruple your points earning potential. I also explain how to use the best travel hacking tools available, follow that up with a comprehensive guide on searching and booking award flights, and a comprehensive guide on searching and booking free nights at hotels. Pretty much all the information you need to become an expert travel hacker and start traveling the world for little to no money. All that and a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. Now I normally price this course at $197, then give a discount of $50, bringing it down to $147. Now because of this person who is extremely skeptical about credit cards and points, I got this amazing idea. I'd like more and more people like you to understand and benefit from the crazy world of credit cards and points and miles. So for the next week, I'm going to give you all this valuable information for only $99. I want it to be more accessible, and the amount of information I have packed in there is worth a lot more than $99. The information in there is what made me able to redeem 2.6 million points for $160,000 worth of free travel. So I hope you enjoyed the course, watch the whole thing, put it in practice, and let me know what you think. And you have nothing to lose. You get 30-day money back guarantee. Go check it out. The link is in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. And if this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe, because every week I'm publishing videos that help you earn a ton of credit card points and frequent flyer miles that will enable you to travel the world for little to no money.